everyone, welcome. This is Nuja. I hope you're all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night. And today I'm going to be speaking on forgiveness and why it's very important in your journey, and also this video is for anyone and everyone who is having a hard time forgiving, who is like that's cringy, like I don't need to forgive that person, like people that are very closed off to it. This video is especially for you, and you definitely should listen, because I was in that position too. I was like, how could I forgive that person? That person does not deserve my forgiveness and all of that. But I now have a completely different perspective on forgiveness and a deeper understanding of forgiveness and why it's important. And I would love, like, in this, I really want to share it. And this came from a dream that I woke up from this morning. So I will share that dream because it has a really important message, like most of our dreams do. So my dream was, there was like this event, like this public event, but it wasn't a big event. It was just like a small little like event where it was like in this luxurious place. Like, so I don't really know what it was, so I guess, like, let's just say like it was at like a hotel or something, but it wasn't like a hotel room. It was like an event room, right? So there was like this little like event room where like a bunch of people can go and like hang out and talk and network and blah blah blah, and like there's a lot of like creativeness happening in this place. So like I guess we were like, I don't know what it was, like I don't know what the event was for. I don't know why I was there, but like, okay, I was there. So okay, so yeah, imagine this while I'm speaking. So there's like this luxurious event room, and I go in, and there's a bunch of people from my past there. Not everyone from my past, but just a couple of people. That it was interesting that it was like these specific people, and I'll get into why I feel like it's interesting. So the so what was happening was, yeah, these people from my past were people that I was still like presently, like, well, not right now, but like before I had this dream, I was holding on to a lot of resentment and anger and just like a lot of negative feelings towards these people because of what they have done to me. And like when like dreams like this, like when you have like people in your past that have hurt you come in your dreams, it kind of reminds you like, oh, like I still haven't healed from this hurt, and I haven't like go from it. Like that's instantly what I felt, because I didn't want to see them in my dream. I felt repulsed in my dream by seeing them, and that was like showing that I wasn't healing. I haven't healed from this. And these people from my past, there was different groups of people, which is interesting. So like there was different groups, so like different, like they didn't know each other in real life, but like they were all there. Which was like, that's why like it is really funny, because like these people don't know each other in real life, but like in this event, like everyone was there. And there was like, so yeah, so there was like this one group of people, and they were looking at me, and they were giving me very, very dirty looks, and they were gossiping right in front of me, and just like sending like that energy of like also being repulsed by me. And I was just like, because that this with these specific people doing these things, like giving me dirty looks, like gossiping, and like when seeing me and like being repulsed by me and all of that, like because like I have already like seen that from these very specific people, it was like in the dream I did the same thing that I would do in real life, and just mind my business and just continue doing me. So in my dream, I just minded my business and I continued doing me. And like, you know, a lot of people um will say like, why don't you say things back? Why do you say things back? But like, I'm the type of person where I just mind my own business, and I will explain why more. You'll understand more. So I was minding my business. I just kept doing me. I just was ignoring them and like acted like I didn't notice. I was just like whatever. And then there was this other person from my past, and this person was not very significant, as in like I wasn't close with this person at all. Wasn't friends with this person. Oops, sorry. Wasn't friends with this person. I wasn't. No, like I don't even know this person. It was just like this. It was like this person I held anger towards because of a certain situation that I had to like that like we were both in like that because they put me in the situation. I don't want to be too specific with like this dream just because like it doesn't matter about the specifics in like regarding these people. Like it doesn't matter who they are and like what they did. Like the point is of the message, right? So yeah, so this person, random person that I still held anger towards, still held resentment towards because of what they've done to me, because of like I felt this person like did like take advantage of me. So then in this dream, like we were talking, and it was interesting because like this person was telling me about their life, and then they were telling me their life from like, and like it was like I got to see their life, and like I said, because I don't know this person, so I got to see why they did that to me. I got to see why they like did that to me. And you know what's really interesting? Okay, I'm just gonna say this one little piece. This person did take advantage of my money. I felt that, and I was really angry about that. But then in this dream, it was so interesting because they were like crying to me, and they're like, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, and I was like, oh shit, like what the like it was just like I just saw like their I just saw them from a different perspective, and I understood why they like did that. Like I understood it, and I'm not saying I'm like being okay with it. No, 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 no. It was just like okay, but like not just because of like what that specific situation, but like the entire, like just their entire persona, their entire like soul. Like I understood it, and their actions and why they took it and all of that, and it was like this instant forgiveness, like over me just letting go, because it was like what's the point of me holding on to this when like okay, like I'm fine now, you know, like I'm good, like, you know. But this person, like I'm not saying that this dream and like this person, like this situation is like 100% like accurate to what's happening in real life. Like I do feel like it's just a message of like, you know, there are like people do a lot of things, and you know, it's just a point of like not taking it personal, and like knowing that like they will have to pay the consequences, like they will have to deal with that for what they did to you. You don't have to hold on to that anger, because like when like once I like instantly forgave that person, you know, I just like realized like it was so pointless like holding on to it for so long and like being so angry. Like it was just like it's over with, like it's done, like I won't have to deal with that situation again or that person again. So and then after that, I remember I was like speaking, and like these other people, like the first group of people that I talked about that was different than this person, the first group of people that were like giving me dirty looks and stares and gossiping and like being repulsed by me and like trying to, you know, make me feel uninvited or whatever, even though this was like a public event. Yeah, this wasn't like it was very clearly not an invitation only event. Like this event was like, it was like a bunch of people there, like a bunch of random people I didn't know. Like I only recognized these people from my past, right? So these people were looking at me talking to this person, and like, having this forgiveness, and they like, and I was also talking, and I was just like expressing myself. Also, I was expressing my truth, and how like, how like this is not like, how I felt and whatever. And they like, they felt that energy from me, and like they came to me and they were telling me like, what you were saying was true. And like, you're just like, they were saying like, we're here like gossiping about you, giving you dirty looks and all this, but like, you're just minding your own business, and you're still doing your own thing. And like, you're talking to people, and like, as you're talking to people, and you're talking to them like as people, like, not, you're not just like looking down on them. And like they were telling me like they noticed this, and that it shifted in like something in them. And like, we were talking about everything, like we were talking about our past, like we were talking about what happened between us. And I was like expressing like, because like it was a safe vibe, like it wasn't in an aggressive way where it's like, hey, you hurt me, like you're an asshole, you're horrible, and like blah, blah, blah. No, 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 it was not like that. It was like, you know like, I like, it was like we both knew like where the anger was coming from. Like, we both had anger towards each other, but like, I wasn't really showing it, but like, I still had like that repulsion. And we were both being very open and honest about like where this was coming from, and like the situations we've been through. And like, we were talking to each other like heart to heart, not ego to ego or mind to mind. Just like with the other person in the dream that I talked about, like, it was a heart to heart, like really seeing the soul of that person. And it was after we talked, like, it was like we both not like, when I say we both, I mean like me and the group of people, like we both forgave each other, and we were both like, we need to let go from this. Like, this is in the past, and like, this is not right. Like, we both said that this is not right. Like, it's not right. Like, they said, like, it's not right what we did. And it's also like me saying to myself, it's not right to hold in all this anger. And having this like little, it's kind of like closure in a way, I guess. And but not just closure, it's like a deeper, it's way bigger than that. Because it's like, I don't know, I can't put it into words. And we were just talking to each other heart to heart, like I said, and we had this forgiveness. And then it was like everything between us, like all of the drama in the past, or the bullshit in the past, all the lies and all the gossiping, all the stares, it just like didn't matter anymore. Like, nothing, it didn't, like I just, like, my heart felt less, like, more light, and I felt like I had more space in my heart, and I had more compassion and forgiveness. And after this dream was really nice. Like, everything turned really, really positive. Like, in the beginning, I was really like, why am I here? What am I doing here? Why are these people here? I don't like it. But then it turned very positive. And it's not like we reconciled in the dream, or like, let's be friends again, or blah blah blah. It was just like, this is over. We gotta like bury it. We can't keep reviving this. Even energetically, because like I said, like, I don't know if I said this, but I haven't talked to any of these people in my dream. Like, these are people of my past. I don't talk to them. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing right now. So this is just all energetic, right? Like, and it also can be like, physical, because like that does happen too. So yeah, and the dream turned very, very positive. I woke up, and when I woke up, and I was like, when I was thinking about the dream, like, the first thing I felt was, I need to forgive these people. I need to forgive these people. I need to forgive these people. I forgive these people. I forgive them. I forgive them. I forgive them. I forgive all of them. I forgive all of them. Not for them, but for me. And you see, when you forgive, it opens up more space in your heart because you are letting go of that pain, that resentment, that anger, that like anything that doesn't belong there. You're making space for more love, for more compassion, for more joy. And when you forgive, you are letting go. And that's the best thing about forgiveness. When you forgive, you are letting go. Those people do not matter anymore. I promise you. Like that's how I feel right now, and I felt so thankful to have this dream, and that's why I'm really um like I really want to share this because I feel like it's so important, because I was, for so long I was like, I don't want to forgive, I don't want to forgive, it's so pointless, it's so pointless. Like, or like I won't, like I'm very, like I was picky, like I'll forgive this person, I won't forgive that person. Like no. Now I'm like, I forgive everyone because I understand it on a deeper level, because forgiveness is not saying what you did is okay. No. Forgiveness is not saying I'm okay with what you did and it's okay, and um like it's not excusing it, because like I said, yes, I understood their perspective. That doesn't mean it's an excuse. No, that doesn't mean it was right. Because I say I forgive you doesn't mean I say your behavior was valid. No, that is not forgiveness. Forgiveness is I'm letting you go. Forgiveness is I'm letting this attachment, this cord to this, the to the to the argument we had, to the drama we had, to like the whatever we had, like whatever situation we had. I'm forgiving it. I'm forgiving it. I'm forgiving it all, because it's for you. Like when you forgive, you are releasing. You are releasing. I want to say it again. Forgiveness does not mean what they did is okay and you're saying it's okay. Forgiveness is I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. That's what forgiveness is. I'm letting you go. And when I say I'm letting you go, it's not like I'm letting you off the hook. It's just like I'm not letting you have a space in my heart or my mind. I'm not letting you have any space in my heart or my mind. I'm not going to think negatively of you. I'm not going to have any anger towards you, any resentment. I'm not going to think, oh, that person and all of that. And I think this is I also want to say this is really funny, because I have made like what's their karma videos and how to move on, and a lot of them just bring up forgiveness, and I do get a little bit angry in the thing, and that's it. I'm not saying you can't be angry. Angry is important for your protection. You're allowed to be angry at people that hurt you. You're supposed to be angry so that, because your anger is telling you that's not right. It's not right. And so you remember what's not right, so you know not to get in those, like you know to avoid it, to avoid what's not right. And with forgiveness, and when I say you're letting go of anger, I just mean you're letting go of all the unnecessary attachments that are holding you back and just keeping you chained to like sadness, to like just being closed off to people, being untrusting, because a lot of when we don't heal our past relationship, not just like when I say relationships, I mean like any connection. And like I said, like this one person in my dream that I still had resentment over, like I literally like only met this person once, and like I said, it was a situation regarding money. So it's like it can be anyone, right? It can be anyone. It could be like that one person, like say you got into like a car accident, but it wasn't that severe, but like someone like crashed into your car and broke it, and like you're still angry at that person, and it's probably been years and you're still angry at that person. And now every time you drive, you're angry, and like you don't trust other drivers, and like you're having like all this energy, and like you keep reliving it over and over and over and over again. Every time you drive, like you feel that anger of like, oh, like that person, like they were so selfish, they didn't care, they were careless, and they just, smashed into my car. Like that's just a random example I just made up. But you see, when you carry that anger, like you see how it affects every day of your life, and a lot of us don't notice that we're still carrying this. And this is why I'm saying this, because I didn't know I was still carrying so much resentment towards these people from my past. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, I was so surprised that these specific people came out, because I'm like, what? I thought I forgot about you. I thought I didn't care about you, but like deep down, there was still some hurt. There was still a lot of hurt. And like I said, who doesn't want to release it? Not just release, but transmute. Because the point is not to release and let go of these feelings, is to transmute them. So who doesn't want to transmute hurt into forgiveness? Who doesn't want to transmute forgiveness into, oh my god. I'm so sorry, I got all jumbled up with my words. Oh my god, okay. Who does not want to transmute their hurt into forgiveness, their pain into forgiveness, their sadness into forgiveness, and compassion and joy? Like, everyone, okay, I also want to say this. You know what this dream also made me realize? Everyone deep down wants to be happy. Everyone deep down wants to be happy. I know there are some people you might think, I don't know if that person wants to be happy, because they seem to like enjoy destruction and chaos. But I'm telling you, like, soul wise, on a soul level, everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants to be, they like positivity. And I know, like, I'm telling you, I've known people where I'm like, they seem very repulsed by positivity and by love and joy. But it's not that they are, it's their soul isn't, their mind is. And it's because of their like unhealed things. But you see, when you do heal it, you realize you become more open, you become more trusting, you become more connected, and you want to enjoy those positive things. I'll give you an example. Like this is a really good example. Like, I used to think, like, do some people not want to be happy? And like there was like I'll just give you an example. Like, say you play a happy song and someone's like repulsed by it, which I've had this happen to me a lot of times. And they're like repulsed by the happiness, like, they're not repulsed by the music, they're not repulsed by the artist, they're not repulsed by the sound of, like, they're not repulsed by the actual song, they're repulsed by the positivity and the happiness and the joy and the expression of that higher vibration. They're not repulsed. Like, it's not like they don't want to be happy, they do, but it's like this is just a reminder of what they need to work on, you know I hope that makes sense, because it's like everyone obviously wants to be happy, like everyone obviously wants to be, like, not like constantly attached to like the past, and attached to like what has happened to them, and attached to like the people who've hurt them, and like carrying that every day. So many of us are carrying that, and I know a lot, like, we don't want to. And the only, I really do feel, I'm telling you, forgiveness is quick. It's quick, and it does work. It works. If you want to, if you have a one person or a bunch of people, or how many people, however many people that have hurt you or have left a mark on you, and left a mark in your memory that you keep reliving, or that affects you to this day, forgive them. And forgive yourself also. That's very important. You have to do both. Forgive them and forgive yourself. And I also want to say, whenever, I feel like some people think that when people say they forgive them, they think, go out and tell them you forgive them. Like, you don't have to tell them. You just do it. And I'm telling you, this is an energetic thing. where you are literally letting go of that person. Like, this is the best way to cut cords. This is the best way to cut cords, is forgiveness. And this reminds me of um Ho'oponopono. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm so sorry. But you know what it is. Like, just search it up. Ho'opono, Pon Pono. You just like figure it. You'll find it. You'll find it. It's like an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness mantra. Just search that up. Ancient Hawaiian forgiveness mantra, and it'll come up. And this, I found this a couple years ago. I remember I actually found this in um yeah, and okay, so I found this a few years ago, and it was really powerful because this is all about forgiveness. And I remember when, okay, I had the situation where some people they did some really nasty things to me. They said some very, very dark, disturbing things. Like, they were like praying on my death, like telling me like, I'm praying for your death, and like going into detail how they want me to die and everything. And I was so disturbed, and I was just like, I didn't have anyone to comfort me. No one understood the disturbance I felt, that like someone wanted me like dead. And I was like thinking about how they wanted me to die. Like, it was just so disturbing, and it was like, oh, this is too much negative energy. But I knew, like, this is not personal. This is not personal. So I was doing the whole Pono mantra, and it's like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, that kind of thing, and thank you, I appreciate you. I think they do say I love you, but I like saying I appreciate you. When it comes to these people, I don't feel that comfortable. I'm not that comfortable saying I love you, so I just say I appreciate you. So, and I kept doing this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, my vibration lifted. It lifted. I went from disturbed to just completely laughing. Completely laughing. So I'm like, wow, like, this has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with me. It's just their insecurities. And when it was like, I really wanted to share this because I think I'm really glad that popped into my brain, because if you want like a forgiveness practice, that is the best practice. I've been using it for years, and it has worked. And I also, that's actually an interesting point, that I have been doing this for years. Like, I have been trying to forgive for years. And it's still a process, because like, how I said, like, I woke up today and I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. Everything's fine now. But that's how I felt a few years ago when I discovered Ho'oponopono, right? So it's like, this dream was like showing me like there's still some things you need to work on. And I really realized that forgiveness, it is like a daily practice. It is a daily practice. You have to constantly forgive. Like, I'll use this example again. I don't know why this keeps coming up, but I feel like it's because people are like road rage. People are always angry on the road, right? So imagine you're in a car, someone, like, you're driving and someone cuts you off. If you are practicing forgiveness every day, if you're in that state of forgiveness, you will instantly forgive that person. So instead of getting angry, letting that person ruin your day, and being like, oh my god, like, blah, this person cut me off, this person made me late, oh my god, thinking it's the end of the world. No. You can be like, I forgive that person. And the vibe changes, and then suddenly you're already like nothing, like you have no more delays, like everything is fine, like you're just changing the vibe, right? So this is why I am now an advocate for forgiveness. I really love forgiveness. I want everyone to forgive, because when you forgive, you're letting go of even letting that anger in you, even letting that negativity in you, and you're just moving forward. You're already like, you're not letting it attach to you. You're not letting it ruin your day, or ruin your week, or ruin your month, or ruin your life, or ruin anything. You're not letting it stop you from being you. You're not letting it, because also, I did mention that um like, we're all like it has nothing to do with you. Like, that thing is, it's not personal when people do things to us. And so that's why I really do feel like the more you understand this, like, you just won't even feel like it would just bounce back, like, right back off, like, which is really, I'm really great that I've been working more on this, because now I do feel like I'm at this stage, like, I can say confidently that, like, when people do say negative things to me, like, even if someone did say, like, I want you to die, and this is how I want you to die, and this is how, like and like, I want to kill you, I want to see you in very terrible situations, like, whatever, like, whatever, like, negative people say, like, you're this, you're that, it just bounces right off, because I don't absorb it, I don't internalize it, I don't accept it as mine. It's not mine, it's theirs. That's their pain, that's their insecurities, that's their sadness, it's their projections, it's not mine. And so I say to you who's listening to this, if you can think of someone or multiple people or whatever that you like, you have, like, like, everyone has had people who've hurt them, who's pissed them off, and, like, has, like, you know affected them in one way or another, and even in ways we didn't want to. And it's realizing, like, this is not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. A lot of people, the saying, hurt people hurt people. I don't agree with that, 'cause I don't like this. I don't like that. um I don't like, it's wrong to assume, like, everyone that's hurting is gonna hurt other people. But 'cause, like, like, people who are hurting need help, right? So anyways, but yeah, there is a lot of people who do hurt, like, from their hurt they hurt others, and they project it, and they think that that's a valid reason to hurt others, but it's not. And, like, that's their lesson to learn. Like, that is what, like, they don't, like, these people don't understand that they just keep bringing more and more onto them. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, think about people who gossip. Think about people who, like, talk behind people's backs, or, like, even to their face, and they talk shit. They talk down on people. They degrade them. They have very abusive, harsh language. I'm sure we've all known someone who has had extremely harsh way of speaking to someone, like, just putting you down to the extreme. These people may think I may feel better from doing this, but they won't. It's a fact. You will never feel better from hurting another person. And I don't care if they're smiling when they're doing it. That is a fake smile. It is not genuine. It is not from the heart. It's from the ego. That's not a real smile. And even if they're laughing, it is not from their heart. It is from their ego. So many people are disconnected from their heart. They're closed off. I'll give another example. I've had so many people in my past. Like, these were, like, some of them were strangers, some of them were people I knew. And I would just give them I just would do an act of kindness, and they would be very closed off to it, and, like, sometimes rude. Okay, not sometimes. A lot of times rude. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, say I compliment someone, and I'm like, "Oh, like, you look beautiful today. I love your dress." And they're like, they give me a dirty look, and they're like, "Okay," and I already know that, like just, like, very, like, closed off, passive aggressive, and, like, giving me a dirty look, and, like I would be thinking, like, whoa, like, what did I do? Like, I was just trying to be nice, like, and I feel like a lot of us have had that situation where, like, we were just trying to be nice, and, like, someone just, like, projects, and, like, they're like, "Rawr," like, no, you don't get to be nice to me. And it's like, okay. So because of, I've actually, like, been hurt because of this, I'll be honest, because I'm like, oh, this is really sad, because, like, I like being nice to people, I like complimenting, I like sharing joy, and, like, it was like I felt, like, rejected from just being, and, like, just wanting to, like, be nice to someone. It was just so like I didn't like the feeling. I hated that feeling, and I was like, and then I got angry. I'm like, oh, no one likes nice people. Like people don't like nice people. You guys, blah blah blah. But then I remember talking to God about this, and I'm like, why are people like this? And then God was showing me like their heart and was saying like they're just closed off. Like they're closing off their heart. They're closing off their heart. I'll give you another example. I had like a friend, and whenever I would talk about loving people, and when I say like people, I don't mean like romantically. Like I just mean like in general. Like I was just saying I love people. Like I love this person. I love that person, and they're always like, yeah, okay. Like they're just very like just interested and like pushing it away, and they're like, like I don't think that's that deep. Like they're just kind of like invalidating my love for people, and I'm just like telling like in like general like so many people, and like I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this person acting like love isn't real? And like, as if we can't have love for people in this world. Like, it was just weird. It was very weird. I didn't like it. But like, I knew like that was just their projections. And the same answer came up. It's just closed off in their heart. Like, people have, they're closing off their heart. And, you know, we have so much, we're healing every day. And I like that I mentioned earlier about, you know, like that I said, like it's a continuous thing every day when you have like or like forgiveness, right? Like you have to practice it every day. And like how I said, like oh, like I know forgiveness now. Like in the few when I first like when I was first learning really more about like a few years ago, I'm like oh, I know forgiveness now. I'm doing Ho'oponopono. I'm doing it. It's like yeah, I was doing it. It was working. But then I stopped. I stopped doing it. I stopped making it a practice. I stopped thinking about forgiveness, and then I went back to the pain. Went back to the anger, went back to the resentment, and then it comes back again. So that's why I want to say it is a continuous thing. So don't think that like you know how I said like oh like I forgive everyone, I'm fine now. It's like no, I still have to do this every day. I have to forgive every day, and make it a practice, you know, to forgive all, and so I can make space in my heart for new love. So I can make space in my heart for trust. So I can make space in my heart for comfort. So I can make space in my heart for joy. So I can make space in my heart to still be me and still do whatever I want to do. You know, for example, like if I want to compliment someone just out of the kindness of my heart, I'm going to compliment them, even if they don't accept it, even if they reject it, even if they are rude to me. I'm still going to be me. And you know, that was also the message in my dream. Like I was still doing me. I didn't let those people stop me just because they were giving me dirty looks and talking about me. I still was doing me. And I also want to say I really like this message that I got in my dream is that you are and you will inspire the people who hurt you when you speak your truth, when you stand your truth, when you forgive them, when you move on, when you're continuing on minding your business, living your life. They will think about it. They will think about it. They will think like, wow, I'm here like gossiping about this person and they're here like living their life and they're here smiling. Like you will inspire them. And then like in the dream, maybe they will come up to you and be like, hey, you're cool. You're right. I'm sorry for what I did to you. You know, something like that. But listen, it doesn't have to be like that in real life. Sometimes it is like that. Sometimes you will have those moments. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll have it in a dream and that still counts. Sometimes you know it's just like you like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Those people don't matter. You matter. And I also want to say forgiveness, it does help. It helps you move on, helps you let go, makes space, and it makes you strong. Forgiveness makes you strong, because remember when I said like everything just bounces off of you when you gain that strength, when you realize nothing's personal, you get stronger. So I say to you, practice forgiveness every day. Forgive yourself, forgive all, and know that and know that forgiveness is a gift to you. It's a gift to yourself, and it's a gift to your healing. That's all I have to say today. And if you have any thoughts on this, like please share. I would love to hear what you think about forgiveness, your journey, and like all of that. And thank you for listening. I love you. Mwah.